Hey everyone, it's Tuesday and I'm Lori and you're watching the Beaver Bunch, and I just want you all to know right now that I have a dinner date on Sunday with Cade and Michelle. Since we all live in the area now, I haven't been able to get together with either of them since Cade has moved here, but I'm really excited and I think it'll be a fun time. I was watching the Tigers-Yankees game and the Tigers won, so I'm very excited, especially given that I'm one of few Tigers fans in this area. I would hear for days and days about how awesome the Yankees are, but then, it's nice to have it on the shoe on the other foot. On to this week's topic because I have a lot to say about it, so I'm probably going to talk really fast, and I really want to go to sleep because it's midnight. So the topic this week is about ex-homosexuals and different, religious groups that have come up with these programs to kind of pray the gay away. I just want to start off by saying how unhealthy I think it is for people not only to expect people to do this, but to expect this of themselves. That's why I think that we have, gay pride parades, is because it's like, you know what, you shouldn't want to change it. This is who you are. And, if a lot of those religious groups took into consideration that the belief that God made people gay, then they might not be trying quite so hard to be changing it. Every type of association of psychologists and psychiatrists and mental health experts all agree that such therapies, aversion therapy, because most of the time when they try to convert people away from being gay, they really make them hate that part of themselves. That's really, really unhealthy and self-deprecating and is not coming from a place of love or support, and so therefore it's really, really destructive to a person. And not only that, but I couldn't imagine making somebody that you love feel like they have to change, and for two, feeling like the only way for people in your family or in your faith group or whatever to accept you is to be different than the way that God made you. I don't think that you can be an ex-gay. I think that some people are legitimately bisexual and maybe they, had same-sex relationships or were more inclined towards same-sex attractions, and then perhaps after this type of therapy might restrict themselves, but I also think that it's not healthy. I just think that you shouldn't mess with sexuality, and I don't think that being gay is messing with sexuality. You know what I mean? Because I operate under the idea that people are born that way. So I don't think being gay is natural for me, whereas being straight is natural for someone else. And I think going against what you're naturally wired for, I think, can only cause havoc and mayhem and despair. Well, if they remain ex-gays for the rest of their lives or whatever, or maybe they just don't care about their happiness or their mental health, or maybe they're just willing to make that sacrifice, but shame on anyone for asking them to. If you have children that are gay and you wish that they weren't, shame on you for making them feel like they have to go get fixed. I'm just so sick of parents and family members making gay kids feel like they are less than exceptional and like less than the special person that they are. And you know what? I think that the people that are trying to fix gay people are the ones that need fixing. And I think that, if people think that it's unnatural to be gay, I think it's more unnatural to turn your back on your family member as a choice. You're essentially, I think that there are so many gay people that have been kicked out of their families or excommunicated from their faiths or, shunned from their cultures. And I think that it's there's not a place in this world for that kind of fear and hatred, and I just think it needs to stop, because you know what? The body count is going up, and it's a sad truth in the gay community that, you know, we see the bullying lead to suicide. You know, you also see so much self-loathing, I think only because people make some gay people feel like they're not worth it. They're disgusting, they're immoral, they're, you know, damned to hell, they're, you know, sinful and gross. And you know what? When enough people tell you that, you're going to believe it. Well, some people would without an extra support system. So I just think it needs to stop, because enough lives have been lost, and it's completely preventable. You know, if we were teaching kids, you know, to be healthy and happy, and that it's okay to be who you are, you know, we wouldn't see the problems that we are. And like now this whole like anti-bullying movement, you know, like I think a lot of the bullying is anti-gay, you know, ideas that kids get, or at least they don't have the support to fend off any bullies. Anyway, this video is very long. I get very impassioned about this, because obviously this whole idea is why we're here, making these videos, is because, you know, people don't need to pray the gay away. People don't need to teach you how to be different than who you are. If you know how to have a loving relationship, and I'm not saying that gay or straight, you know how to have a loving relationship. I think it takes a lot of work, and I don't know anyone that has it all figured out. But you know, at least you should be happy with the person that you're with, and you shouldn't have to feel like the gender of the person that you're with dictates how people react to it. I mean, if you're happy and if they're happy, and if you're doing healthy things, you know, like, I mean, I always say that because I think that that's a big part of, like, knowing that it's a good thing. If you're doing those things, then you should continue to do those things, and you shouldn't have to go to a, you know, correctional facility. You shouldn't be punished for doing something that isn't wrong. But I know a lot of people disagree, but those people, they suck. So don't give them that much leverage, okay? And just remember the good affirmations in your life, okay? Like this: I love you guys, and I hope nobody makes you feel that way. But it's going to happen, so just be strong and find a support group, whether it's your friends or your family or neither, and just find new friends and make them your new family, okay? Best advice I have. All right, I will see you next Tuesday, and until then, bye.